Yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for Amazing Plastics Sunday Hangouts. Amazing Plastic is a Google Plus community of skill modelers of all shapes, sizes, interests, genres, and skill levels who like to share their tips and tricks with one another, learn more about their craft, and to celebrate one another's skill modeling achievements. Amazing Plastic is perhaps the biggest and fastest growing or the largest existing Google Plus community devoted to all kinds of scale modeling. Amazing Plastic right now has 1,712 members. That would be up about 21 from 2 weeks ago. So that's making sure to take the
1701.
All right. That's Plastic is perhaps the biggest. Where do you get 1701? It's 1712. What starship is that? Do you know?
That's the Constitution.
112.
Constellation, I think.
The Constitution would be 1700, I think. But then again, all you Star Trek fans would know the best. You would all know.
I think it's either the Defiant or the Constellation.
Let's just start with you, Heath. How's that?
Fine by me, man. Fine by me.
So, how are you doing this fine morning for you?
It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day over here in Australia. It's lovely.
Because it's spring.
That's right.
Oh, damn you. Anyway.
Hey, look, I've had people who say to me, look, why don't we come over to Heath's place? What?
Actually, today was as nice as a spring day. It was sunny, it was warm, but you can tell it's fall because it's a day so short and the sun's so low. Anyway, speaking about weather, how's your modeling going?
Oh, yeah, it's going actually nowhere at the moment. Going nowhere, but hang on, let me just put my phone up. Forgive me. Okay.
So when does your time change occur, mister? Because ours already changed.
We've already changed. We've already
changed it.
We're now in daylight saving.
So yeah, you can only. That means you can only do a Sunday hangout, not across the pond. Well, then again, if you take enough caffeine.
I did across the pond. On Saturday. That was all right.
Oh yeah, it was all right. Yeah, you were fine. It wasn't too late for you, was it?
No. 10:30 is fine. It's when it hits 11:30. That's the I know I showed this across the pond, and I know some people haven't seen it yet, but yes, I got my 350 scale. There we are. Got my 350 scale. But besides all that, I've got to work. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to send Dirk the Enterprise that I'm trading with him. Don't worry, the Hardy's car, that's been put aside. That's been put aside, so when it comes around, I'll post it to you. As you said, you wanted that lovely car.
Yeah, I do want the lovely car. Once you receive the models I was sending you, you'll be able to send that over.
That's the second car I've sent you. Because I sent you the Ferrari.
The Ferrari Formula 1 I haven't even touched yet. I've only looked at the parts and thought to myself, boy, that's going to be a crazy build because it's all tiny little parts.
Well, speaking of the Formula 1 cars,
people with arthritis, whatever, never mind.
That's why you use tweezers. That's why you use tweezers.
I am using tweezers on this build I'm doing right now. I'm using a small part, trying to wedge it in between two other parts. If you squeeze too hard, the part flies across the room.
Yeah. Oh, I've had that happen before. I mean, when I did my snow speeder. When I did my snow speeder. That's healed. Well, let's put it this way. This flew off. This plastic flew off. And it got caught under my chair, and it broke right at the joint there. So I had to get some, and I haven't even actually finished this yet. I've got to put the decals on yet. But it flew off, and then I just went, I'll get some super glue for that, and it fit perfectly. And then, isn't super glue a lovely thing?
Oh yes, it's a lovely thing, especially when you've got your fingers together.
But I've started my decal work on my 172 X-Wing, as you can see.
Nice. Yes. Very cool.
Now I've just got to get. I was talking to some guys yesterday about weathering, and some of them are saying, "Oh, use dirt or use an acrylic with water to make it look more believable or something like that."
Yeah, you make a wash from black paint. You just got to water it down way far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all wash is just a really thin paint.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we got Mr. Ken back again.
Yeah, we got nice Mr. Ken back. So we're gonna bounce back over to my Google left to right. Start with David. How you doing, David?
I'm doing good, Jack. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I see you got a haircut, and all of them cut too.
I did. I got really scared on Halloween. Yeah. All fell out.
You said you survived Halloween. You had a lot of people visit?
You know, we only had one trick-or-treater. We don't normally get trick-or-treaters where we live, and we only move. We used to live about 2 blocks from here, and we used to get like 300 or 400.
Not well.
We lived at this house for over 3 years now, and so we're thinking, oh boy, we're gonna get some trick-or-treaters, and not just the first year we've got trick-or-treaters. Like I said, just 2 of them, a brother and a sister. But we always decorate, you know, and so we always have the welcome wagon, so to speak, open, you know. We have the gate open, and but yeah, but it was all good. It was fun.
Good, good. I do jack-o'-lanterns, and I showed them off across the pond yesterday. It was on my phone, but yeah, this year's theme was Nightmare Before Christmas. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
We couldn't figure out how to do good and evil. I don't know how you do good and evil on pumpkins, but we figure good and evil would be like
bad pumpkin.
Tell me, guys.
Bad pumpkin. Good pumpkin. There you go. So, what's your? What's that?
You recognize this face? That is Mr. Cleveland, clean shaven.
Oh wow.
Oh.
There it is.
I didn't want to say. I would let you say that. I didn't want to say.
Mr. Cleveland, clean shaven. That's scary. I'm sorry. That is scary.
He also looked like he put on 10 years too.
Yeah, you can say that. All right, that's enough.
Maybe that would encourage him to come on and defend himself. Coffee grinds. You want to come on? Somebody was just Danny. Danny said you could use coffee grinds to do weathering. Anyhow, how's your hobby doing today, David?
It's doing good. I just been kind of playing with my locomotives. You know, last time I talked, I'm working on these 1950s all nations, all die-cast locomotives, and I just been. I'm in a process of making the other one the same paint scheme as the other one. And plus I'm going to put some more detailing parts on it, and so I've just been kind of tinkering around with it. I haven't, because what I got to do is I got to basically almost take the shell all apart, and I'm really not looking forward to that, because then I have to, when you take it apart, then when you put it back together, you got to seam it again, fix all the seams and stuff on it, because it's all die cast. It's like 4 pieces, and so right now it looks good, and really the way to do it right would be to take all the paint off and do it the right way. So.
Well, that's one thing I can't say anybody does it in Amazing Plastic. It's model railroading. I'm sure they've got their own communities and sites and whatnot. So that's pretty much what you're doing is model railroading.
Well, just on the locomotives. I mean, I don't have the real estate to set up a nice layout or anything. I just have a little test track, and I'm just doing the locomotives right now, and then later on I'll start doing rolling stock. But everything you apply to regular styrene modeling, you apply it to that, because like the weathering and accurizing, you can make your own scratch parts and stuff, and
I did find during the summer, and I'm going to be going to my local model railroading club. They actually have a building, a smaller building they have a layout in. Do they got something like in Southern California?
Oh yeah, they got several of them. Yeah.
Oh really? Wow.
And
Several.
they're really big at it. They, you know, depending on what scale you prefer, you know, like there's the big G scale garden railroading. Those are the bigger ones. I like O scale. That's
O scale.
That's next size down, and then but HO is probably one of the most popular scales for a lot of people. That's half of O scale.
Half of O scale, right?
And because it just doesn't take up as much room, you know. And,
right.
Yeah. Question, David. The train model railroad train scales. How is that different to the kits that we make? Is that any different, or?
The scale, well, because we say 125 for like a car.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Or 148 for a jet.
oh, what scale is it?
How does it compare in that regard?
How does it compare to?
I think it's. I think it's about one. Oh boy. I should know this, but I can't think of it offhand. But it's somewhere between. I think it's somewhere between 1/24th and 1/48th scale.
I think the O scale is 24 scale, and HO double that will be because it's half the size, 48. I think that's about right.
HO scale.
That's 48. 1/48 we're discussing.
Yeah, and that's half of O scale. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so zero. So. What's the? I'm ask all the questions about metal railroading because I've never done it before. The O scale and the HO scale. What's the difference?
The HO is half the size as O scale.
Yeah.
Right. So O is bigger than HO.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Gotcha.
So like if you look,
I model railroaders at all.
There's lots of different scales.
Yeah, if you go down another one to N scale, which is quite popular, which is half it again, and then you go down to Z scale, which is smaller yet.
Yeah. And then they have a SHO scale. I think they have now. It's a new scale.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just they keep coming up with new scales.
I mean, I've seen the big G scales, like that. Like,
that would be about the size of those railroads you find at the shopping malls during Christmas time. I think would be G scale. They are garden scale. They call them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because a lot of people run them outside. You know,
yeah. Right.
Realistic layouts. They'll actually build little buildings and everything, and they just let the track set out all winter, and then they'll clean it off and run it on it again.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Right, it is. Next up, James. We heard from you. So how are you doing?
I'm doing fine there, Jack. Yeah, as probably a lot of people know, I got my back plane finished for the display. With the final mat. I don't know. You got a screen share there or not, or I'll find it.
I do. I think I do. Here it is. Is this it? I think this is not it. This is yesterday's post.
Yep.
Okay, Danny. I'm glad you're well. I was going to ask you how you're doing. Danny is texting me as I'm trying to find this Hangout.
Oh, there he goes again.
Yeah. Thank you, mate. And yourself? I'm fine. Danny, I'm doing fine, considering I got overtime at work. I'm still trying to squeeze in everything else I need to.
He needs to come in. He really needs to come in.
Yeah, I did invite you, Danny. Did you want to come in? Okay, I can't find that, James.
You can find it. Give me a second.
Because I got yesterday's post. Is this it?
It should be.
Yep, that's the one. Yep.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
No, you combine the two together.
I combined you. That's my actual space image of the Earth that I got from NASA, and this is the I've put in this 3D mesh of the Earth's space station into the image, and then this one's showing with my space dock in its standoffs mounted to the backplane.
That looks awesome. I like that color brown too.
Yeah.
It's really cool. This is a merciless zoom in.
Yeah.
Boy, that is really cool.
Good.
I think that you can pull this off. I think that would work.
Yeah.
Although this is just being anal retentive. The light here on the station is at a different angle than a light on the. I think that's.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about the light on the station because that's just my overhead light. That's not the actual light for the modeling.
Oh, you do have something arranged to.
I'll have something that. Yeah, that's just my my overhead light that's lighting that there. So don't worry about that. Once it's in the shadow box, it'll be totally different.
Well, I wasn't criticizing. I was just saying that made an observation that if you really want to make it look real, you're already doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is really.
Now, if you remember on yesterday, I put myself up to a challenge. Do you remember what that challenge was?
Yes,
I don't know.
Yes, I remember. That small little piece of paper with fucking in the middle of it.
I was going to take a model that I had, a 1/48 scale of the travel pod, and I was going to I reduced it to 1/1700 scale. And I was going to see if I could build it.
Did you do it? Did you do it? Oh my gosh! He did it!
Let me put the images up here just for a second.
Oh my god, he did it! Unbelievable! That would have taken, like, minute.
Oh, where is it? It's not here. Where's it? Okay. So go to screen share. Oh, come on, come here. All right. Start screen share. And there I have it on the closed up.
There we go.
Oh my god!
Very small.
That is. Jeez.
Can you zoom in?
That's minute.
Yeah.
Tiny. Oh my gosh, that's tiny.
That is minute.
Yep.
And you made that.
I made that.
Wow.
He must have used a pretty big magnifying glass. Oh my god! That's something. That is saying something right there.
Wow. Wow. That's so cool.
And that Enterprise looks fantastic.
Yeah. So cool. Really good job. I mean, as I said yesterday, you don't drink coffee before you apply decals. Most certainly I wouldn't.
Yeah. I told you yesterday if I can see it, I can build it pretty well, you know.
Yeah, you're blessed that you're able to do that. Because I certainly can't, even if I don't have coffee. And speaking of not so small things, Ken, welcome again. Haven't seen you on a Sunday Hangout for a good few months.
Yeah.
Yep. So what trouble did you get yourself into this time as far as styrene goes?
None. I just work a little bit on that sculpture I'm doing of that creature.
That sculpt of the creature.
Frozen.
Yeah. I'm frozen. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
not hearing you coming through.
I just
well.
brought in those Remember I mentioned to you last night about the monster trucks I had?
Oh, yes, the monster trucks that you had. Very cool. Is that a kit?
You had one there with the monsters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snake bite.
That's
beautiful.
Is that a Revell? Is that a Revell kit?
I think so.
Oh, okay. The Gravedigger is very popular. Right. That is really nice. I like that.
That's nice.
Nice.
And this one here, I think this one got a die-cast body on. That one, he's real heavy.
Oh, nice.
Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's real heavy, that one.
Good God.
Do you have any kids?
Two.
Did they get any toys? Did they have any toys of their own?
No, they're one is 30-something and one is 20-something. I'm the only boy.
Thanks for sharing that.
Was this the one you? Was this the one you was talking about, Jackie, like that? That car?
Yes. Oh, yes. That's the one with the white walls. Yes. I want to get all 5 of them. There was only like 3 movies, or it was like there was not 5 kits. There was 4 kits. There was 3 movies and 4 kits.
The one. You got the one from Back to the Future 2, then the white wall one, and then train one. So
right. Yes. And what are you building on right now? I mean, besides the figure, I'm sure you're doing something besides the figure.
No, just figure. I'm waiting for some supplies to come now for start doing some styrene and that.
Oh, okay.
And I picked up this one here this time around.
Holy hell!
Oh, 12 scale.
Nice wrecker.
Is that the 12 scale or 25 scale? 24. It's a 24.
24.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
God damn, that's huge.
How much did that set you back? Oh, it's an utilitarian.
I think it's about $80.
80 bucks?
Yeah, something around there. Yeah.
The Rebel one, I think it's Rebel. I think Rebel's like $140. I think it's Rebel. It's a wrecker. It's a wrecker truck like that one, and it's also a 24 scale. And that those get pretty. They got more parts to them than anything. I put a couple of hundred anyway. What do you think is the parts count on that?
Or they don't say.
I don't say. Tell her right
No.
now. Yeah, that. Good luck with that. Oh, well, what am I talking to?
She's 34.5 centimeters long.
Okay, that will take a lot of parts. So how you doing, Wayne?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm dealing with this awkward Hellcat.
I see. You did post something on the community, and we all liked it yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, you're talking about the numbers behind the...
Yes. We noticed there's a V on this side, and there's a H on this side.
F.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or F. Oh, no, an F. Can you explain that?
Yeah, but I'm not going to use it was a mistake, basically.
Oh, you did a jack build. Okay.
Yeah.
You did a jack build.
You notice one thing, the decals both start with HE, so it could be an easy mistake to make.
True. This is true. But this is a mistake I insist on doing. Okay, I didn't share it that way. There's the V, and there's the F. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? When they're displayed on a shelf, you only see one side of it, so you're good. You are good.
I was thinking maybe he was referencing to aces or something like that.
Right. What else are you working on there, mister?
Well, that's about it. I just reworked one of my old builds.
Uh-huh.
So what I've done is I've just practiced some weathering techniques on my Churchill tank. I don't know if you see them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So just try some pigments and stuff on it. So, but I'll take a picture because the camera's not very good on the tablet itself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, but I've been doing overtime as well. So because we've had this Spectre film on and it's been half term, so.
Well, I've given up on my Thunderjet. I was putting decals on it, and the front has landing gear that's very delicate, and it broke off twice. I was able to put it back on. Maybe I will finish decaling it. It just needs the bottom wings and the top of the wings. I just need decals for it. That's pretty much it. I don't have any more to put on. So I got started on my monster truck, and I'm having a hell of a time installing the engine into the frame. I'll figure it out. But this kit came in black plastic, and they did chrome on the belt and the front, whatever they're called, gears. And all I did was file off. I didn't sand them. I filed off the chrome from the belt, and it has a really nice texture to it. It actually looks like a belt. And I only put black paint on the inside of it to cover up the chrome. But I got this built, but I'm having a hell of a time getting it installed into the chassis because there's a little short piece. This is why I brought it up with tweezers. This little piece I sent across the room a couple of times, and luckily I'm up here because if I was in the basement I would have never found it. And I'm just supposed to go between this part here. There, get some light in there. I think I can't get some light in there. Okay, there's a post inside here that's supposed to go to the under of this thing where the back of the transmission is. So they call it a short. Help me out.
Short shaft.
Yeah, a short drive shaft. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm having trouble fitting a short drive shaft between the two. So when I try to put it in, the engine pops out. I don't know what the problem is, but I'll figure it out. That's what I'm doing. And I've just been watching a lot of TV over the weekends. So that's my excuse. That I'm just tired. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired. And coffee wakes me up. They don't go to bed. Huh?
It's like 11 o'clock over here. In the morning.
Oh, well. Yeah, I get to see what tomorrow morning looks like by talking to you.
And the first lot of numbers are.
So, I mean, do you guys ever had a problem with, well, hell, I think every modeler had a problem putting two parts together because they don't fit necessarily together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happens all the time.
It happens all the time. Does it happen in paper models?
Yes, it does.
When I do my cars, there's always one piece that doesn't want to play ball.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I just go, you know what? You can live without it. Wallop!
No, I get it. I get parts as per the design, they don't fit. So I end up having to modify or redesign the part.
Oh, does it work doing it that way?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking small parts like this thing. It's really aggravating.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point where I just won't even put it in. Just tell people not to look under it, look for it.
This bit's real aggravating.
Well,
yes.
the two parts for that. That's the.
But it's going to be multiplied.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be multiplied double when I do the 350. That's only the one inside. This sucker's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, on this, look at them, and then what are you doing? How are you gonna do it, man?
I won't be surprised if your wife commits you when you build that.
Probably. She'll probably hear a lot of crashing and think, "What the hell?"
I'm saving that nightmare when I'm ready to die. I'll start building that model, and it will kill me.
Well, some people call it the Widowmaker.
I hear all kinds of things about that, particularly if you're in the mood to light it. So.
Oh, don't start me off, please. I want to like this bugger, but now you said that, I'm not too sure.
Oh, well, I don't know. It just... who's ever had the nightmare kit to build? What was it? What was the nightmare kit?
Oh, God, nightmare. Oh, jeez.
Well, we already know what your nightmare kit is. You just haven't done it yet.
Not that one. My real nightmare build was the Titanic. Oh, that was...
Yeah? What was wrong with it?
Trying to get the two parts to look really pointy at the bow of the ship, and you had this huge seam going straight down the middle. This is before I found out about putty and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, that's not gonna. You could look at it like that in the front, you couldn't notice it. But when you turned it around, you saw the seam at the bow of the ship. You're thinking, that's not done properly. So I just went, you know what? Nightmare kit. Wallop again. Ah.
Yeah, I don't think Ken has nightmare kits. He just scratch builds his nightmare kits. What's your nightmare kit?
Haven't met one yet.
You haven't met a kit that's a
Don't
nightmare?
have one.
Oh, you don't have a nightmare kit? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, we know what yours is, Jack. Starship.
No, every model is my nightmare kit. You know that. What's my nightmare kit? What am I working on now? Yeah. Whenever I'm working on something, that's my nightmare. Anyhow, there is somebody in the community I think you guys should check out. And I got to, I'm going to see, I don't usually screen share videos, but this is well worth a try. Because this kid is brilliant. Let's see if I can get this set up. Okay.
Whoa! You can turn butter in that thing.
I just think that's brilliant. I knew this. He did this like a year, maybe even more ago. He was showing me in a hangout, an informal hangout, and I was actually blown away. And I'm glad he posted a video that I can actually show. And he uses solenoids. You know what a solenoid is, everyone?
Yeah.
Blackjack.
It's basically when you electrify the thing, it creates a opposing magnetic fields, so it moves a pin back and forth. Usually, like security locks, when they buzz you in, and when you hear that's a solenoid opening up the door, and he uses solenoids to do that. I just think it's brilliant. And that's all he does is those custom cars, and he makes them. He had one of them that both the front end and back end did it together, so the car actually jumped up and down.
Yeah.
Really cool. Well, that's a lot of modifications. Have you guys ever done modifications quite like that? Like in paper, perhaps? Seriously, you said that you can't light them, but have you ever lit a paper kit?
Yes, I have.
Oh, really?
My captain's chair.
Oh, okay.
My captain's chair is lit.
Yeah, we'll post pictures one of these days. We want to see. I want to see.
You want to see it?
Yeah. In the meantime, Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air. So I got Dave here, I got Wayne here, and I got Ken here. These men are very, very to the point. They don't say much.
My nightmare kit was the old original Lunar Models Jupiter 2 kit.
Oh, really?
It was a vacuum form, styrene, and yeah, you had to do a lot of work to make it look good. It was not much. It wasn't too much of a departure from a scratch build.
There it is.
That's really cool there, mister. Got any light leaks?
Cool.
Oh, well, the secret with paper is to make sure that your lights are all in boxes. So you make light boxes all inside, so you don't get the light leaks.
Uh-huh. You can do that in styrene, too, if you're clever enough. Yeah. Yes, very cool. Very cool. That's really cool. So, is it what, 2 LEDs?
There's 3 in here.
3? Okay.
There's 3 LEDs in here.
He's got the third one, small rectangular one.
Move at the back.
Yeah, on the switch panel. And then the control panel, and on this control panel. There's 3 LEDs in here.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's was that paper kit meant to be lit? Was it built that way?
No.
No.
No, I modified it to light.
Okay. Okay. So you use what kind of transparency on that?
Well, actually, I use overhead film.
Oh. Uh huh. That would be an acetate.
That would be an acetate. Like, that was an experiment I did for another console, where I put all the control panels on an acetate.
Uh huh.
So that for lighting.
Uh huh. Wow.
That's the next gen, isn't it?
Hmm.
That one, the tactical. Is that the tactical sheet from
Yeah.
next gen?
For the D.
Yeah, thought so.
Right.
Yeah, I've got other bridge. I've got 3 other bridge plans for three more bridges that I could build at some time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there was a member who actually did the styrene kit, and close up when he took pictures, just looked amazingly real.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. He did a real nice job on the lighting on that. Yeah.
Well, we got to hand it to Dark Pit, one of our moderators, because he
Yes.
finished a kit. I do believe it's finished because he is showing it off with a couple of flags there. His rust paint job is amazing. Look at that. Really cool. You all see it?
Unbelievable.
His
Yeah.
his truck rat rod. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm
That's
sure
incredible.
there is another one. The back end. Got a POW flag and an American flag. Yep.
I like his plates too.
Dr. Pitt. Yeah. Right. That's you did a really good job on this. Kudos. Hats off to you, Dirk, and thanks for sharing. That was just the right amount of pictures. We saw everything that you did. Although, it would be nice to see an interior picture. So if you're watching, see if you can grab us an interior picture, because I like to, when I do cars, I always make sure to do an interior. And it's always fascinating to do an interior picture, because all you see is the steering wheel and a little piece of the dashboard. And if you do that much well, you did a good interior. Yeah, thanks for that. That was great. And I'm glad you got it done. Unlike me, I start them and I give up. I don't give up. I do go back to them. I eventually do go back to them. So far, there's a Mustang I haven't got back to because I lit it and it's all filled with wires, and I'm not sure exactly how to guide the wires to the back end. But one of these days I'll get to it. It was supposed to be my Mad Max build, but I bought something different. I'm still going to do it one of these days. So anyhow, Bob Bruce, if you're watching, you're amazing. You're like giving us all kinds of figure model kits or scene kits, I think, from the $6 Million Man, and also right now you've got the Bionic Woman thing going on.
That's pretty cool.
Putting on a sexy leg. Yeah, that does not look like her.
No.
But this is a really cool. Oh, that's kind of creepy, actually. Yeah, these are fun kits. There's some paper background on that. Cool. And yesterday I showed off the Jaws of Death, or no, the Jaws of Doom. Steve Austin, wrestling a alligator. A lot of fun. And this is what I mean by interior pictures. Without the canopy, Bob was able to take a picture of the dash for his Cold War build. I'm not sure exactly what jet it is, but I think you guys would know that.
Well, that's probably on his Starfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if it clears up a little bit. That is good. That's the way I would my instrument panels to look. Yeah. And just
Starfighter, yep.
the wear on his buckles and his seat belts. Really cool stuff. This is the kind of thing I strive for on the jets. Really nice. Now, I always find this somehow difficult to do because in the end there's going to put a canopy over it, and of course you glue down the canopy. I'm surprised how many jet kits that come without a pilot.
Yeah.
I think the manufacturer expects people to build it with the landing gear only. I think that way, if it's sitting on a tarmac, it would be more likely empty. But it would be nice to have pilots on all the kits. It's I'm sure there is aftermarket parts that you can buy pilots. Am I right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's just several suppliers. You can get from Edwards. You can get them different ones as out there.
Mm-hmm. And Kurt Brown also is doing a figure. At first, I mistaken it for one of Ken's work, but apparently there are other modelers that are as good as he is. Mr. America, I think. Captain America. Awesome stuff. I mean, I can't believe that we're all amateurs. We're putting out this kind of work. That's really cool. I haven't yet to do a figure. That looked like a vinyl one.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know, for some reason I think vinyl lays paint flat, much flatter than flat paint perhaps. Am I right to say that?
Yeah. It's all the way the model is cast.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you can get low detail vinyl kits. You can get high detail vinyl kits.
Mm-hmm. And Ken, do you recognize this? I just happened to find it on the community.
It don't belong there, but it don't belong there, but I put it there anyhow.
It don't belong there?
No, she never did make the Stitch Star run, right? That one was in the third movie, I think.
Yeah, that was Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's better.
Let's go back to the B-Wing. Did you scratch build that, or was that a kit?
That's the kit I bought years ago.
Is that a snap kit that you find on eBay?
No, I had to paint that.
Oh, okay. So this is not a snap kit. It's a glue kit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can't say I've seen them. They're probably very hard to find.
Very hard to find. Very hard to find.
Yeah. I don't think the B-Wing was very popular. Of a model kit. I see the point in doing snap kits because it gets kids interested and keep them from sniffing the glue and take the fun away from them. Go ahead. But snap kits are actually pretty good kits. And here's another one with the TIE Fighter.
Oh, thank you.
Really nice.
Jack Rose.
Froze?
No, I am. We haven't got. We've just got a black. Oh,
Okay. Yeah, if it's going to turn black, I'm not going to share any more, I suppose.
That's an incredible kit. Black screen.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It looks like we don't hang out with slouches, guys. We hang out with really good model builders.
I'm just saying a black screen.
Right. Well, that's all I got today. I mean, you know, everybody on Sunday night is so talkative.
Monday over here. Boring.
Anybody pick up this kit?
Oh, put further away. No.
Is that the cane kit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
It says resin
one
right
from
on.
Aliens.
Yeah. Oh, Polar Light.
It's our resin. Yeah, it's our resin kit.
When did they release that?
I got it probably about 2 months ago.
Oh.
Something like that.
I haven't been checking on Polar Lights. They seem to be the only ones coming out with original kits.
Nice helmet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the detail on that
Nice
kit
detail
is
on
nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the one of his arms.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. And that does look detailed. Very detailed.
That's just the body part there. You can see it blur.
Mm-hmm.
And they got this. Hang on, let me get it out of the box. The egg.
The egg.
Mm-hmm.
And the egg is the big resin part.
Yeah, you can light it, right? Put a light in it.
Yeah.
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 See some guys there with a light. Well, light in this one and light in the guy's helmet too.
Yeah.
Light up his face.
I don't know. It's actually kind of funny because once they're out of the egg, the bioluminescence goes away. They got bioluminescence inside the egg, but once they're out, they don't. Oh, Hollywood. See how Hollywood kind of makes me cynical.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice kit once put together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and if you build
If I
it.
ever put some, if I get a chance to put it together.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 big kits to do now for Larson Design now when I start selling.
I'd like to make mention about something about one of the members. Ken McConnell, he's been building all kinds of scratch builds, and somebody told me I don't know, I heard from, and it turns out that he actually writes, and he publishes on Amazon. And today I bought one of his novels, and I'm about 2 hours into it, so I got another 2 hours to get out of it. It's interesting. It's sci-fi. The name of it is, oh shit, the most recent one, Devon's Blade or something. And he's actually pretty good. He's very readable. He gets very fast-paced. So if you're like reading sci-fi, he's the one, I guess. He's a member. Support him, I suppose. Yep. And if you've got Google, I should say Amazon Prime, you can get his novels for the Prime. So yeah. Hi, Carlin.
Well, I think he's coming in.
He's trying to come in. Yeah, he's trying to get through the Google security. They're going to do the wand on him. And
Keith.
And Keith. Yeah, they think that it's starting at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure as to why. I did post it at the right time, did I not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Keith, Carlin. Hello. Hello.
Hello. There he goes. There's Carlin.
Hello, Carlin. I like that.
Hi, Carlin. What's up?
Besides
bill.
Lots of stuff. Hang on. 1 second.
Okay, your second's up.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. Very nice.
And it's too bright. I'm gonna turn it off. No.
Yeah, I like dark rooms too.
How's it going, guys?
Good. Good. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm getting ready for bed. No, I've been doing a few things today. Been doing more work on the Enterprise, you know, and doing some extra little bits of painting and that. Just I'll go get it. It's easier to say.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know if you can see that. He's on the engine there.
Oh wow.
Yes.
And there's a bit on the saucer as well. So it's yeah, I'm basically dividing up the nacelles to give them a bit more sheen to them, and adding a bit more complexity to the pattern. You know, so but this is just the start of it. So there's gonna be an insane amount of paint going onto this model, I'm afraid. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take longer than planned. I always plan these things, and I always plan them to take, you know, maybe a week. And 3 months later.
Still working on it.
The models have their own schedule. Not sure.
Oh yeah, you can't tell them when you're gonna be done. They're gonna be done when they're done.
Yeah.
That's very true. So earlier we were asking, what's your hell kit? What was your hell kit?
What was my what?
Your
What's
hell
your hell
kit.
kit?
Anything with the name AMT on the box.
Fair enough.
The refit Enterprise, the AMT refit Enterprise. Yes, that's just, it doesn't go together very well. It doesn't look nice. It's got all that awful stuff over the hull that you've got to take off. The nacelles don't attach to the body very well. It's a very weak joint. It's shoddily put together.
Well, I have to say though, I did sneeze and put one of those kits together, and I have to agree with it's hard to align the nacelles correctly because the way how they attach, you got to finagle it.
It's a horrible joint.
And of course, what they did to the surface for the hull is just. When it was a smooth kit, but before it got the sort of the Star Trek 4 model, it was actually a pretty nice looking kit. And then they put all that surface texture all over it, and it was like, that's just not right. They've also got the proportions wrong on it too. Like the difference between the upper decks and the lower saucer decks. are not correct. You need to get aftermarket parts to correct them for sure.
But I mean, like you say, AMT kit, there's nothing right on it. You know.
Well, yeah.
The source is the wrong shape, the neck's the wrong size, the star drive's not right, the shuttle bay port is in the wrong position, the nacelles are wrong. The nacelles on those, the only good thing that you can do with that model really, if you wanted to correct it, is buy the Reliant kit, swap the nacelles, for the Reliant nacelles because they're actually accurate, swap the underside sensor dome for the dome on the Reliant because that's accurate, and swap the bridge for the Reliant bridge.
Yes. Yeah, but a Reliant kit is very difficult to find. So.
Yeah. What? Anything else that I felt was a real pain in the rectum? Thing. Ooh. No, well, obviously, my personal hell kit for sure is the Enterprise D.
Really?
It's definitely the Enterprise D because this Enterprise D here represents the 12th attempt at an Enterprise D.
Oh, you're a jack builder. I see. Okay, I understand that language.
It's just the fact that every single Enterprise D that I've built, I've never been satisfied with.
You know, I have to agree with you on that because, as you know, my history with the Enterprise is long and sordid. So.
2 seconds.
Yeah, I melt my kits in front of others too. But I seem to have success with all the other kits.
This shirt is a bag, and inside this bag we have an Enterprise D saucer.
Hi, Keith.
Enterprise D neck. Enterprise D's lower body.
Yeah.
Enterprise D upper body.
Okay.
D lower body.
Okay.
Enterprise D upper body. Enterprise D upper body. Another neck. I have built this kit more times than any other kit, and I have never, ever, ever been satisfied with it. So it's always ended up becoming something else, including a bag of parts. It's just, it is, for me, it's like the Holy Grail. So getting this, that's why I'm taking my time with this son of a bitch. Because it's just, I want an Enterprise D that I can look at and go, do you know what? I'm happy with that. And,
and also you can shake your finger at it and say, "Seriously, I got you."
Yeah, I mean, I've spent so much time correcting that damn thing. That it's. I mean, the other thing that I've done with it, I wonder if it's sure. Let me see if I can get it. Here you go. This is a photograph that I spent a long time making because I wanted the exact shot so I could get in, look at it, and go, yeah, that's what I want. And this is a picture of my Enterprise D that I took about 3 days ago.
Oh wow!
Oh, lovely.
That's nice.
So that's why I'm taking my time with this, because I can get stuff that looks, it almost looks like it does in the show.
Right.
So it's but yeah, I mean that's my true hell kit, just because it's never ever met my expectations.
Wow. Hi, Keith.
Hi, Jack. How you doing?
So we've got like 2 minutes left. So hurry up and tell us what you're doing.
Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C, Exhibit D.
Oh wow!
So it's all the main body of it's already sort of sprayed silver and whatnot else. Plus I've been putting lights in and whatnot else. And I sent a way for. I got them to make them for me. Phase cannons. And this was street, and you're gonna have to actually see one of these if you can. But these things are, myself, they're 8 millimeters long.
Yeah.
And they're an exact replica fit on the bottom of the NX-01, and they're so well done. Brilliant. Absolutely love them. So yeah, just working on the NX-01, and it was funny. I contacted a guy called Tony RR over at Shapeways, and we just backwards and forwards. And I sent him pictures, and I told him the dimensions that I wanted and whatnot else. And this is what we came up with, and they are exact. They are so precise. They're really nice. They're really small. So yeah, that's about it for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, you came in late. Did you were you having trouble with your internet?
Yeah, and I'm setting up another network, and it's going to take longer than what I thought.
Right.
I just started it in the last hour or so.
Yep, things always take longer than you think. Always.
Yep. Anyhow, well, maybe next time you can come in, with a clear picture and on time, because your internet's working. Well, thanks for stopping by anyhow, Keith and Carlin. As brief as it was, thank you. You saved my hide on this one. But I lost my audience long before you showed up. So I have an audience of about 4 or 5 consistently, and all of a sudden it's dropped off. Anyway, if this is your first time joining us, for those people watching and recording, this is your first time joining us on a Hangout. Once you view our other Hangouts on Google+, I have to say there is a lot of information once you get through the fog that we go through in putting this on. But there is good information on our Hangouts, and I think it's one of the few Hangouts that have about scale modeling that actually have usable information, and some model porn too, just to show off other people's works. And if
people also talk nonsense as well, mind. It should be pointed out. I know sometimes things come out of my mouth that is completely random, like duck and airplane, just random.
And you proved your point just by
come on a hangout.
Yes, but we're all friends here on this. But if you'd like to go see the past Hangout, just go to my channel on YouTube. That's Scratch and Jack. And go ahead and like this, and if you don't like it, well, that shows the kind of person you are. And just subscribe, and also make suggestions as to what to talk about in the future. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for the Amazing Plastic Hangouts. We'll see you in 2 weeks, starting Saturday. We're going to be coming up this. Actually, I just do want to bring up a calendar here because.
Coming up in the 48-hour Hangout.
The next Hangout will be across the pond. That will be the 14th of November. That would be, I guess, the North American time frame. And of course, 2 weeks after that, we're going to have the 48-hour Hangout. So if you want to be an anchor, meaning keep your Hangouts open during your time frame, particularly people in Aussie would be good, or in Tassie would be good too, to do anchors on that part of the world. Keith, this will be your first 48-hour Hangout. It is not a broadcast Hangout. We're not going to torture Google that badly. But we do have this, and you know what? It's not. We say 48, but we can't count because it ends up being like 54, 62, whatever hours. And if you're interested in being an anchor, in other words, invite your friends in and talk. And whenever somebody else from the other side of the world start, because I'm going to be an anchor, and I'm taking volunteers. So.
I'll be an anchor.
Okay, that you too, Heath. You're on the other side of the world as well. So anyhow. Boy, this is a long closing. Happy modeling, everyone. Good night.
See you later, guys.